Tonight on the KREM 2 News Night Report, there are multiple new evacuation levels for fires burning in the region. Everything you need to know just ahead.
A dry cold front could bring us some breezy winds this afternoon and evening, the impacts it could have, and when we could get a break.
And a former Spokane mayor suing the city after council members denounced her appearance at a controversial prayer rally. Why she says she was wrong. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us here on the Night Report on KREM 2 News. I'm Brandon T. Jones. Sydney has the night off. We do start things off with some breaking news. 4 people are dead and another is critically injured after a crash involving a tractor trailer and a passenger car in rural Royal City. Authorities say the collision happened near Dotson Road South and Frenchman Hills Road West. Inside the car, 4 people were killed and 1 was left critically injured. The critically injured person was taken by air ambulance. The tractor trailer had 4 people inside as well, 2 adults and 2 juveniles who were taken to Samaritan Health Care with non-life-threatening injuries. The intersection is closed for the investigation and officials say it could be closed for several hours. Elsewhere in central Washington, 2 people are dead after a head-on crash involving a garbage truck near Chewelah this morning. The Washington State Patrol says the crash happened just before 5:30 a.m. on Highway 395 near Blue Creek. Investigators say a northbound car crossed the center line for an unknown reason and collided head-on with a southbound garbage truck, causing the truck to roll onto its side. Both people in the car were killed. Troopers identified one victim as 55-year-old Jamie Dotts of Kettle Falls. The second victim, a 47-year-old woman from Springdale, has not yet been identified. The garbage truck driver was not hurt. Highway 395 has since reopened, and tonight the cause of the crash remains under investigation. Well, tracking wildfires now. First up, the Highway 206 fire near Mount Spokane has lifted all evacuation levels. The fire has been completely lined and has been completely put out as per Spokane County Emergency Management. New level 3 go evacuations just expanded to Lemansky Road and to Nasket in the Okanagan County for the Sinlahican fire. Level 3 evacuations were also issued for Cecil Creek Road in Loomis earlier this evening. The Sinlahican fire has reportedly been spotted over Douglas Mountain Road west of Connors Lake and is moving north. You can see the area under those level 3 evacuations right here on your screen. Firefighters are citing increased fire behavior for this fire and also issued level 2 get set evacuations to North Lemansky Road and Toby's Mill Road areas. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation and update you as new information comes in. The Upper Smith fire, burning 20 miles northwest of Bonners Ferry, has torched more than 1,500 acres. Right now, crews have that fire 15% contained. For the past few days, crews have been conducting firing operations to slow the advance and bring the fire downhill. Level 3 evacuations have been prompted for the West Side Zone and the Smith Creek Zone. So if you live in those zones, you need to leave immediately. Well, with all of the summer dry conditions, let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Cody Proctor, who's in the Outdoor Weather Center tonight. Cody, how's the weather looking for the rest of the week?
Well, one thing that we are looking at, Brandon, as we head into the rest of the week is our temperatures that are around our seasonal average or even just a bit below it. The good news is right now, for the first time since I've been out in the Outdoor Weather Center, since I started my shift earlier this evening, it's not breezy right now, and we will take that certainly because that was something that was a concern as some of these new fires started to pop up. And we're looking to see a bit of a break when it comes to those winds for the most part. Currently at this moment, we're at 73 degrees over at the Spokane airport. Still seeing some 11-mile-per-hour winds around the airport, but we'll watch that pretty closely because we're expecting those to continue to die down for us. That relative humidity continuing to pick back up for us tonight. Around our region, our temperatures mostly in the upper 60s to low 70s. A lot of clear skies being seen right now, so we might get some relief from those overnight temperatures thanks to those clearer conditions. Still seeing mostly calm to light winds for some double-digit wind speeds for Wenatchee and Spokane here. Earlier today we had those gusty conditions. We certainly felt that here from what you can see on our map. We still have air quality alerts in effect right now through tomorrow morning for much of our region. Hour by hour for tonight, looks like we'll see things relatively quiet tomorrow morning before we start to see more sunshine in the afternoon. Expect a high about 85 degrees with some hazy skies mixed in with that sunshine. We'll gradually expect to warm warm up back into those low 90s by the time we get to Friday. But we've got other concerns in the forecast later towards the weekend. I'll break it down for you in my full forecast.
All right, Cody, we'll check back in with you soon. Former Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward has officially filed a lawsuit against the city for damages her attorney says she suffered after council members denounced her appearance at a prayer rally in 2023. Earlier this year, we told you about Woodward's intent to sue. This goes back 3 years when then Mayor Nadine Woodward made an appearance at an event called Let Us Worship. The prayer rally had connections with Christian nationalists, and controversy stemmed from a video of Woodward appearing on stage with former Washington State Representative Matt Shea. Years prior, Shea was expelled from the state Republican caucus after an independent investigation found he committed acts of domestic terrorism. Back in September of 2023, in a 4-3 vote, Spokane council members voted to denounce the mayor's appearance at the event, citing Shea and other, quote, known anti-LGBTQ extremists were contributors to the rally. Woodward later explained she was there just to pray for the city. Her attorney, Mary Schultz, tells KREM 2, quote, a legislator can identify worthy goals, but it cannot pass legislation to punish an individual by name. Schultz went on to say the city council's resolution was not passed to set worthy goals. It was passed to influence the election. Councilmember Zach Sapone, who was named in the lawsuit, along with other council members, told KREM 2, quote, the council's decision to denounce Mayor Woodward by resolution in September 2023 was within its legal authority, warranted as a matter of policy and completely constitutional. Sapone says he's confident the federal court will reject Woodward's claims. Also included in this lawsuit, Woodward says the denouncing caused emotional, economic, and professional damage, including harming her reputation and her career. She's seeking $10 million in damages. For the latest, you can find more information on KREM.com. Well, an Airway Heights man is facing an arson charge after investigators say he started a fire while trying to smoke out a cat from beneath a trailer. According to court documents, 53-year-old Stephen Hand admitted he used smoke bombs under a fifth-wheel trailer yesterday afternoon. The fire quickly spread to 2 occupied mobile homes, forcing nearby residents to evacuate. No one was hurt, but multiple homes were damaged. Hand was arrested on suspicion of arson. The Spokane County Court Commissioner set his bond at $10,000, and he's due back in court on Thursday. Well, an inmate at the Okanagan County Corrections Facility died at the jail last week. According to the office, on Friday morning, deputies at the jail found the inmate unconscious in a housing unit. Deputies began life-saving measures and EMS was dispatched, but the inmate was later pronounced dead. The sheriff's office said the Okanagan County Coroner's office will determine the cause of death for the inmate at a later time. An independent outside agency will investigate the inmate's death, according to the sheriff's office. Well, the city of Othello is discussing the idea of annexing the city into Adams County Fire Protection District 5. According to the city of Othello, the city contracts with the fire district for service now, and that contract expires in 2027. Under the current contract, property owners in the fire district pay a fire levy of 90 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value directly to the district. Under the annexation, property owners in the fire district would pay the same fire levy rate directly to the district. Over to Idaho now. Coeur d'Alene city officials say the city could face a $3.1 million budget deficit heading into the next fiscal year. City leaders blame the shortfall on rapid growth, along with state limits on local revenue increases. Finance Director Katie Ebner says one option to close the gap is raising the residential property tax rate about $7.84 per month starting in 2027. Mayor Dan Guggen says the state has limited local control, while some council members say the city's hands are tied. All right, many more headlines to get to here on the Night Report. Coming up, a shelter for young adults experiencing homelessness is closing. The reasons behind the imminent closure and what those in need can do going forward. That's coming up in just 90 seconds.